guys, my name is Natalia and welcome back to my channel. I don't have anything planned in particular, but I just want it to be like a really cozy, fall themed reading vlog. The first book that I will be reading in this vlog is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana. So let me just tell you what I know about this book. First of all, I've heard really good things about this book. It seems that really many people enjoyed it, so I really hope that I will enjoy it as well. So it is described as like a cozy fantasy book about witches, and specifically this witch named Mika. So she's not really supposed to share with the world the fact that she's a witch, but it is a bit hard for her because hiding this part of herself, this like really big part of herself, obviously makes it feel like she cannot be really herself in front of people. So yeah, I can imagine it's not really easy to keep such a huge secret. The solution that she found was just posting videos online claiming that she's a witch, which obviously everyone just kind of takes as a joke, not really seriously. Maybe they think she just made up this character, but in reality it is true. And one day someone that was watching her video contacts her and they want her to come to this house where she will be tutoring other witches. So she will end up going to that house, and it's going to be like a found family trope. I don't know, it sounds like a really cozy and heartwarming story, so I'm really excited to dive into it and let you guys know what I think about this book. Also, before we get on with the video, I do want to talk about the fact that I recently got my first ever Kindle. So unfortunately I can't do an unboxing for you right now. I did record me unboxing it, but I just did it as a short. So if you want to see it, it's already uploaded on my YouTube channel in the shorts tab. Yeah, so I did decorate it a little bit. As you can see, these are the stickers. Maybe I will show you like a little close-up so that you can see it better. And Kindle does not officially allow you to set a lock screen, but you can go about it. There's many tutorials online. You can basically just turn this image into a book sort of and send it to your Kindle, and then if you click it before you turn off your screen, then it will be shown like a lock screen sort of. I don't know. Anyway, also I didn't make this one. I did download it off Pinterest, so I will credit the person down below, and I will just put the link in case you want to check this out. But this is what it looks like. Maybe I will do a little review because it is my first time having any sort of ebook reader. Up until this point, if I was reading ebooks, it was usually on my phone or my iPad. But now having this Kindle and having tried it a little bit, I have to say it is really comfortable to read in it. It's not the same experience as a physical book, but it's really so convenient. Obviously you can just carry it anywhere with you, so that is really convenient as well. I feel like it's really nice because it is bigger than a phone, but it's smaller than an iPad, and the screen, it really doesn't make your eyes tired. I really appreciate that. I also love that it has a built-in dictionary, which if you download it, you can use it offline. I actually downloaded an additional dictionary, so they have some dictionaries built in, but I wanted a dictionary that translates words from English to Polish, but they didn't have that, so I had to get it and add it to my Kindle separately. But once I did, it is working very well, and it is really convenient because the words also get saved. Every word you search up is saved, so you can just study it later. You don't have to write it down right away. It is really convenient, and I feel like it really changed a lot for me. I definitely will be reading more ebooks now. I mean, I will never abandon physical books. They're still the best. So there's that, and I will just be reading this book, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay guys, so the plan for today is to just take a walk and enjoy the fall scenery, and then just go to a cafe to have a drink, have a snack, and read my book. So I'm going to wear my favorite jacket that I bought like recently. I hope it will be warm enough because I'm get cold so easily. So I hope this is warm enough to keep me warm in this like fall weather. And yes, so obviously I'm taking my book with me as well, and I'm also taking my Kindle. I don't know, just in case, I guess. I've like gotten the habit of like I take my Kindle everywhere I go. I don't know, it's just become like a habit at this point, so I think I cannot live without my Kindle anymore. Okay, so I'm actually ready to go. Let's go. I'm like halfway through the book and I'm really enjoying it so far. I actually have to admit I didn't think this book would make me feel so emotional, but it did. And I think it's mainly because of the fact that the main character, for like her whole life, she's felt like kind of isolated, like she's never belonged anywhere, like no one has ever really cared about her, you know. I find that quite a bit too relatable. Like some of the quotes literally hurt me. I felt them so deep down in my soul. Actually, let me like read you one or two quotes because I just thought like they were so good. Over the years, Mika had embraced all the things that made her different and had discovered that she liked herself very much. But what was that worth without human connection? How was it possible to live, truly live, without the companionship of other people, without a family formed in any of the thousands of ways families could be formed? If no one remembered her and she didn't matter to anyone, did she really exist? I think the fact that she comes to the nowhere house and she, you know, slowly starts to become a part of this family, it's really heartwarming, and it can bring a lot of hope to people who, just like Mika, feel isolated, feel like they don't really belong anywhere. I think this can really soothe your soul. Just this book is just so heartwarming, and at times it feels like a really warm and soft hug that everyone needs once in a while. So I do really like this aspect of the book. Now let's talk about other characters. So we've also got Jamie, who is like Mika's love interest. I mean, she's definitely really attracted to him, but he is like a bit grumpy, you know. So it is like a grumpy sunshine trope, which I didn't know when I was going into this book, but I don't mind it. It is quite interesting, and I feel like they have a lot of tension and chemistry. So I think it will be really fun when they, you know, finally admit their feelings for each other. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, there are also a lot of other characters in the book, especially, you know, the ones that live in the nowhere house. I think they're all just so unique and quirky, and I really enjoy getting to know all of them. Now, maybe the only one that I found a bit annoying was Terracotta. I hope that's how it's pronounced. But anyway, she's one of the 3 little girls that Mika has to teach magic to. Now, the other 2 are really sweet. You know, they are children, so obviously they are a bit silly, maybe a little irresponsible at times, but they are generally really sweet. But Terracotta, she clearly has some issues. I don't know. I know a lot of people will say she's just a child and all of that, but I don't know, like, I think Mika has a lot of patience, because if that child said those things to me, I think maybe she wouldn't have a tongue anymore. I'm just kidding, but like, I don't know, I definitely would not be so patient and kind with her the way Mika is, and maybe I would even leave the house. I don't know. I think I would be scared to sleep in the same house with this girl, but anyway, I do know she will probably change by the end of the book, so maybe she will grow on me, but as of right now, I don't love her. She's maybe a little bit too honest and hostile. I will keep on reading this book. Maybe the only complaint that I have is, yeah, it is a little bit slow, a little slow paced, but I cannot really be mad about that, because I knew that it's a cozy, slow type of book when I was going into it, so it's okay. I also really like reading about the magic system that the author created. It's just like doing magic just feels so cozy, especially when Mika is like creating her little potions. Like, it's just so cool, and it just sounds so, you know, relaxing and interesting. So I really like the magic system. So I guess I'll just keep on reading it, and then I'll sum up my thoughts in the next update. Yippee! Yippee! Yippee son? So as you could see, my dog, oh yeah, she came here again. Oh my god. Hey baby girl. Hey, her name is Yippee, which is like a Korean name. I actually did name her because she like wasn't mine to begin with. She was my boyfriend's, but then we started living together, and you know, I kind of adopted her, I guess. I've become your adoptive mom. Is that right? Do you want to come here? Oh, my baby girl. Oh my god. She makes me so incredibly happy. Like, I can't even explain it. I love animals so much, and I've always wanted to have an animal, but I mean, there were like different factors that made it impossible for me to have an animal for a long time. So now I'm just so grateful that I can take care of her, and she's gone again. She does move around a lot. But anyway, I'm here to read my book. This is like my reading setup, I guess. But yeah, the snacks that I will have, these are like, I know they look kind of strange, but they are called hudo 과자 in Korean, so it basically translates to walnut snacks. I already ate some of it, so there's only 3 left, but anyway, let me show you what they look like inside. They are so good. I love them so much. So let me talk about the very secret society of irregular witches. I did finish it, and I ended up giving it 4 stars. There was actually like a very interesting plot twist near the end. I didn't really expect that. I think it just really added this spark that I needed to like just really feel engaged in the story. It was just such a good book. I love the found family. Even Terracotta grew on me. Like, at first I said she's kind of creepy, but she definitely grew on me. Like I said earlier, the story was a bit slow at times, so I think that's why I took away 1 star. But I really, really enjoyed reading it, and I can highly recommend it. So I started reading the other book that I wanted to read in this video. Actually, I know it's quite funny, because now it's more Christmas vibes than Halloween vibes. But it's okay, I will read it anyway, because it is very interesting. So it's called Slewfoot. It's just such a stark contrast to the previous book that I read. So this book is set in 1666 Puritan England, and it follows Abatha, who is kind of sent away by her father to marry this man and become part of this Puritan society. But she's having a really hard time. She just feels like she doesn't really belong there. She doesn't like these certain rules and roles that women have to follow and things that they should not do. But her life becomes even harder after her husband dies. I think it was sad because he seemed like a good person, her husband, so it's really sad that she doesn't have him anymore to comfort her and help her through difficult times. She's literally on her own now. It's the whole community, the whole village is against her. They don't really like her. They don't like that after her husband's death, instead of trying to marry someone else, she decided to try to take care of the farm by herself, because obviously it's not what a woman should do. Apart from this historical context, we also have this very dark paranormal aspect in this book. I don't know, it's it feels a bit ambiguous to me, at least so far. I haven't finished it yet, but sometimes I'm not even sure what I'm reading about. Deep inside the woods, there's this creature that is called Slewfoot. So it wakes from slumber, and they're other little creatures that are basically animals with creepy children faces. I don't know, it's really strange, but anyway, they kind of try to lead this monster, and they try to make him forget about his past life. So it leads me to believe that something happened before he fell asleep, and it will be revealed later. So that's basically where I'm at in this book. It's really atmospheric for sure. The atmosphere is so unsettling, and Abatha, she also lives deep in the woods and not really near the village. So especially after her husband's death, being alone in the woods with this creature out there, so scary. The atmosphere is crazy, and there are also these drawings that the author did. These drawings are so creepy. They just scared the hell out of me. They definitely add to the story, they add to the atmosphere. So I do like that, but they are really, really terrifying. Anyway, I'm excited to continue it. I have to admit, I do like Abatha, the protagonist. I think she's really fierce and strong and powerful, which is just such an inspiration. So I'm definitely excited to continue following her story. Okay guys, so I'm back here with you to sum up my thoughts on Slewfoot. I finished reading it, and honestly I feel like it left me kind of speechless. Especially the last part of the book. It was so intense. It kept me at the edge of my seat, which is definitely a contrast to the middle of the book, which was rather slow and I felt bored at times. So I feel like the pacing is a little bit uneven. The last pages were so intense. I honestly, I don't know. It's like a book that I don't think I will be ever able to forget. I kept thinking about it after I finished it. It just made such a huge impression on me. I will admit, there was one scene that was just so brutal and cruel that I was honestly sick to my stomach and really distraught. Now I know that this is a horror book, and I honestly should have maybe checked the trigger warnings. So I guess if you want to read it but you feel like you get sensitive at certain topics, then do check the trigger warnings. And this scene, it just made me want to finish this book. It made me want to throw the book out the window, honestly. I wanted to give it 3 stars or even less because of this one scene. But then, I started thinking about it, and I realized that it's actually a good thing that this book made me feel so emotional and made me feel so many different emotions. I feel like that just makes the book good, you're not always going to be reading about things that are nice and pleasant. I do like a good cozy book that makes you feel, warm and cozy inside, but sometimes, you will read some really awful shit. And I just thought about all these feelings I was feeling while reading this book, and I came to a conclusion that it just means this book is so good because it made me feel so much. I feel like a book that makes you feel nothing is way worse, or a book that is annoying, because I didn't actually find the story annoying at all. I just found it a bit disturbing. But that's the point. It is a horror book, so I understand that. And I will not let that affect my final rating. And my final rating of this book is actually 4 stars. I think it's really dark and atmospheric and eerie read that is great for fall or winter. The ending was actually really, really satisfying. I loved it. I loved the main character Abita. It's just her journey is so inspirational and empowering. It's a journey of survival, strength, of resilience. Also the character of Slewfoot, which she actually ended up calling Samson. So while, he was this scary mythical creature, but I ended up actually really liking him because he was literally the only person that actually kind of cared about Abita. Him also being kind of lost because he woke up from this slumber and he was not really sure about his identity. He was really lost in this world. He was not sure who he is. So he was struggling with a lot of things on his own as well. So I think them being there for each other, it was just really precious and heartwarming. This book definitely has a strong feminist and women empowering theme. It was definitely so satisfying to see Abita that was just so broken by all the people that failed her. Seeing her stand up and regain her power and just make everyone who wronged her pay back, she really deserved that. And honestly, I think she will forever be one of my favorite main characters. Okay, one aspect that maybe I didn't like, I felt like the author just used a few phrases over and over again. For instance, he just kept talking about Ansel's bulging eyes. Saying it once or twice is enough. Repeating it so many times, it just becomes tiresome. So yeah, I feel like that kind of took away from my enjoyment of reading this book. But despite these small issues that I mentioned, I still think it was a very powerful read that left a huge impact on me. So I think I can definitely recommend it, but not to everyone. Like I said, it is a bit dark, a bit graphic and brutal. So if you don't feel like you can handle it, it's not a read for you. But if you like a good historical fiction with horror and witchcraft and folklore elements, and you want something really eerie and spooky, then this read is definitely worth giving a chance. I think these are all my thoughts on Slewfoot. Definitely really stark contrast to the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which was so cute and cozy and heartwarming. This is like the exact opposite. So yeah, I guess this is the end of this vlog. I read these two very contrasting witch books and I enjoyed both of them. It's just like I enjoyed them for different things. I really enjoyed that the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches was so cozy and heartwarming and magical, and in case of Slewfoot, I just loved the protagonist's resilience. I loved how empowering it felt. I loved the dark and eerie atmosphere. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!